Alrighty, YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about OTAs from today. More importantly, we're going to go over the press conferences where we heard from guys that we haven't heard from in a while, like Chase Young. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're now on the road to 5K, so hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already, man. I need them 5 racks. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, OTAs from today. Again, we got some notes that Carson Wentz and Jahan are looking good, building that rapport 9 on 9 and 11 on 11. But more importantly than that, we've got press conferences from Chase Young and other guys. But Chase Young is the guy that we want to hear from the most. I mean, this guy has a lot of expectation on him this year. You know, this is a put up or shut up year for Chase Young in a lot of you guys' eyes. Like, a lot of fans out there aren't too fond of the number 2 overall pick because of the season he turned in last year and the number 2 overall pick, or you know, and the injury rather. So he has a big year, and I'm gonna start by saying I'm grateful, I'm glad that he's in good spirits. You guys know I love Chase Young from my hometown, so I'm gonna rock with him heavy. And it's great to see that he's in good spirits, man, because a serious ACL tear like that and the season that he turned in, that could easily make a player fall out of love with the game. You know, it could definitely be hard on him. I'm not saying it wasn't at times, but I'm just happy for the guy that he is in good spirits, man. Because again, he had he had 1.5 sacks up to that point. And just when his season looked like it was starting to somewhat turn around, he tears his ACL versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And again, that could be hard for people, man. So I'm glad to see that he's in good spirits. He said that the recovery process is going well. He says it's going as planned. He said he's now squatting, he's running. So again, it's just great to see our guy Chase Young back out there with the guys, man. See him in good spirits, because again, that could be hard on the guy, and he does have a serious expectations on him this year. He does have a big year, you know, on him this year. It is a put up or shut up year for him, and he knows that. He knows that, because again, he's now in his 3rd year. Guys like him that get drafted number 2, number 1, top 5, these are years where they're putting their final touches on their new contract extension. Like, guys like Chase Young, they get paid coming out of their 3rd season, if not going in, depending on how good you are. Like, year 3 for Chase Young, and I'm just going to use Joe Burrow as an example, okay? Joe Burrow is going to get his money, I mean, obviously, but Joe Burrow tore his ACL, came back, had a phenomenal year, right? This year is the final touches that he's going to put onto his new contract extension that he's going to get, okay? So what I'm saying is Chase Young has to have a good year. If he wants to get that contract extension, he has to have a good year. The 3rd year is typically the year where these top draft picks put the final touches on their new contract extension. You follow what I'm trying to say here? Like, year 1, you have a good year. Year 2, you have a good year. Year 3 is the year where it's like, okay, us as a front office, us as a franchise, this is where we got to start getting ready to pay this guy. Let's see how he performs. And as the player, it's like, already did good these past 2 years. Let me just go out there and have another good year so I can put the final touches on my new contract. If that makes sense, okay? So, again, it's a huge year for Chase Young, man. It is, and I think he's going to live up to it. I know I don't want to get too hyped about it early, but I feel like Chase is now, not saying he wasn't humble coming into it, but it's easy to tell that they had a lot of pressure coming onto them this year that they put on themselves this past year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of expectations that they didn't live up to. They got sucked into the hype. You know, they let it get to their head, and I'm sure they'll be the first to let you know that. Him, Montez, everybody. No, they were getting talked about how good this defense was in 2020, how good they can be, one of the best defenses in the NFL, and they allowed that to get to their head. As would every human, like let's be real, bro. If someone is jazzing your occupation, like they jazzing you, bro, like they sizing you, like they telling you how good you are at your specific occupation, you gonna feel good, and it's gonna get to your head a little bit. Some people know how to handle that, and some people don't. And in this case, our two booking defensive ends did not handle that. But that's okay. It happens. We're human. So again, I'm expecting a big year from Chase Young. And I think he is going to have a way better year than he did last year, okay? Now, let's get into some of these notes from these press conferences that happened today. So Chase Young on his knee rehab. I want to be back. I want to be back as fast as I can, but I won't put a timetable on it. I'm getting better fast, so that's good. That he won't rush it, but of course he wants to. The dog in him, the player in him, wants to be back faster than ever. Bobby McCain on Cole Holcomb. Cole Holcomb is one of the best linebackers I've ever played with. That's big praise from Bobby McCain. Number 2. We knew this, though. We know this. Cole Holcomb needs to get paid. He is the best linebacker on his team, and I'm so happy that he's finally getting the nod to play middle linebacker, because he should have been the middle linebacker here in Washington. He's a dog. We know how good Cole Holcomb is. J.D. McKissick believes Carson Wentz is looking like the young Carson. Early on at OTA'S, loves how the QB is getting the ball out and how he is absorbing the playbook. JD saying Carson looking like young Carson. Okay. 2017 Carson, or was that a stretch? Okay. Young says he spoke with former teammate Nick Bosa, who also recovered from a torn ACL. Said it was a daily grind, but he's making progress. Love to see it. Sam Cosmi's at the mic. He said he wanted to hone in on what he needed to improve this offseason to get stronger and faster and healthier. You gotta stay healthy, Big Cosmi, man. You know, Big Cosmi, franchise right tackle. He showed that early and often. He just gotta stay healthy. Turner said, Coach Turner says, players like Cole Turner is with a good catch radius are easy to target for quarterbacks. We know that. Good for Carson Wentz because we know he loves his tight ends. Turner said Sam Howell is learning and has done a good job of learning the playbook. Too early to tell where he would be ready or when he would be ready. But Turner is excited about how and what he could be. The game doesn't look too big for Dotson, Turner said. He doesn't say a lot, but he does his job well. Who does that sound like? Terry McLaurin. I'm just saying, okay? Not saying he's going to be Terry, but I'm just saying. He sounds like Terry. Shows up, does his best, doesn't say a lot, okay? Sounds like Cam Curl to me too, but Scott Turner's up next, okay? Said Cole Turner has been great so far. Some rookie mistakes, obviously, but for the most part, he's playing fast and is looking good doing it, okay? Love to hear that. JD's at the mic said Carson Wentz has been doing an incredible job so far. I love to see it. Now, again, it is OTA, so you got to take everything you hear with a grain of salt. No one's going to get up there and bash their teammate. No one's going to get up there and say, oh, he's been terrible. So, again, we can't get too hyped. We got to stay focused, my brothers. We got to stay humbled, okay? McKissick said Wentz is moving well in the pocket and learning the offense quickly, okay? Ron Rivera is at the mic now. He wants to see the rest of the playbook grow. He said he expects to step forward and for the unit to step forward. Rivera says he likes that Chase Young is in town for OTAs, although it's too early to tell when he'll be ready to be back on the field. Rivera said Montez has a tremendous skill set and he learns to use it. Wait, what? Skill set and he learns to use it. He'll become more dynamic. Okay, so I think what exactly was meant to say, unless I read this wrong. Rivera said Montez Sweat has a tremendous skill set, and if he learns how to use it, he'll be more dynamic. I think that's what Zach Sells made to put, or maybe I'm just reading it wrong. But those are some of the little patch notes from today's OTAs. Let's see if I can find a little bit more before we get out of here and move on to my next thing. Yeah, again, Ethan Cadeau, shout out to Ethan Cadeau. He said Carson Wentz just hit Jahan on a sick touchdown over the middle doing 9-on-9s. Fitted in perfectly between two defenders. Let's see what else we have here. I believe that may be the last one. Now, before we lit out of here, we got to talk about this Madden 23 rating. Now, I know some of you guys probably don't play Madden. I buy it every year, but I typically don't play it like as much as I used to, just because it's so bad now. All I got to say, we will quickly, let me make this quick because I know a lot of you probably don't play. Carson Wentz is a 70 overall Madden. He is the 31st ranked quarterback amongst all 32 quarterbacks with the Madden rating. That, in my opinion, is ridiculous. And I'm not just saying that because of me being a Washington fan, but he didn't have a terrible year last year. He's a 70 overall. Sam Darnold's the only one that's behind him. Daniel Jones is a 70. Malik Willis is a 71. Trey Lance is a 72. Zach Wilson is a 72. Jared Goff is a 72. Justin Fields is a 73. Tua is a 73. Kenny Pickett is a 74. Trevor Lawrence is a 75. Jimmy Garoppolo is a 75. Jameis Winston is a 76. Baker Mayfield is a 78. Mac Jones is a 79. Kirk Cousins is a 80. Matt Ryan is a 81. And Jalen Hurts is a 82. There's no way you're telling me Malik Willis, who hasn't played a snap, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Jared Goff, Justin Fields, Tua, Kenny Pickett, who's a 74, and Trevor Lawrence, who's a 75, is all better than Carson Wentz, or should have a higher rating than Carson Wentz going into the season of Madden 23. That's ridiculous. That's why EA is terrible, and they need to fix their game, man. But, hey, as always, me and boy Juangottiwft. Like, comment, subscribe, helps or watch the Commanders. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. Chase Young looks to be in good spirits. I love to see it. And overall, it was just a good day at OTAs. And I love when these players step to the mic because we get to hear how things are going since we aren't physically there. So as always, me and boy Juangottiwft. Like, comment, subscribe, helps or watch the Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, trying to get to 5 racks, man. So make sure you guys get me there.